Good evening, parents. My name is Aaron Canastraci, and this is Applied Ethics. If you're watching this video, that means two very important things. The first is that the electronics are working and the substitute figured it out. Good job, sub. The second, and probably more important reason why you're watching this video, is that my beautiful wife has just given birth to our baby number 3, a little girl who I am so excited to meet. So I am home taking care of family. I'm so sorry that I'm not able to be there, but I'm sure that you understand. So let's talk a little bit about myself, let's talk about the class, and let's talk about how you can help your child succeed in this class. A little bit about myself. This is my 7th year teaching Bible at Valley Christian High School, and I absolutely love teaching this class. It's so much fun. And I hope that my passion and my excitement bleed through into the classroom and get your children excited about learning. Let's talk about my contact info, which can be found on the handout that you've been given by our wonderful sub. Good job, sub. You're doing a great job so far. My email is acanastraci@vcs.net. This is the #1 fastest, most efficient, best way of getting a hold of me. I answer my emails just as fast as I can, but if you prefer phone, you can give me a call at 408-513-2400, extension 6425. If you didn't write it down, don't worry, it's on the handout. You can call or email me anytime, and I will get back to you just as quick as I can. Let's talk a little bit about the class now. Ethics is the study of decision making. So what we take a look at is all of the elements necessary in order to make a decision and to defend it. Unit 1 is the study of worldview and ethical systems. Well, what does that mean? It means how people view the world around them and how they weigh their options and make decisions. The second unit is how to make arguments about morally difficult and controversial topics. We take a look at Toulmin's model of argumentation, and then we apply that model to different controversial topics. Units 3 through 5 are really an exploration of different controversial and morally difficult topics. Things such as war, abortion, drugs, cheating on assignments, human sexuality. All of these topics are debatable, they are controversial, and they're also really, really important for life. So what I try to do is to create a safe environment where we can explore these topics, not only from a biblical worldview, but we try to examine it from the worldview of other people so that they're not caught off guard when they go out into the world and they have to actually provide an answer for how they think about these topics. So another really important aspect of this class, because it is a Bible class, is community service. Community service is mandatory for all 4 years of your students' experience here at Valley Christian. So by the end of this year, they will have to turn into me 25 hours of community service. 10 hours have to be church hours, and I'll explain that in a minute. And then the remaining 15 hours can be at an organization of your choosing. It really doesn't matter. Church hours means, and this can become a little bit dicey, but here's a key. If the organization functions to provide the services that a church would provide for believers, a Christian church, then that organization can count for church hours. They need to do 10 minimum. They can do all 25 at a church if they choose, but the minimum number of church hours is 10. Once they have those, then they can turn them in through X2Vol. They've already had training in my class about how to do that. So they need to submit them through X2Vol, which is an online submission. We collect community service typically by the end of the first week in December for first semester and the first week of May for second semester. So if you mark down December 1st as kind of like a self deadline, then that's a very safe way for you to make sure that you get those community service hours in, or that your student does. Community service is mandatory. The way that we make it mandatory is that it is 10% of their overall Bible grade. So even if they get like a 99% in the class, but they don't turn in their community service, that's a B+. So community service is actually really important. I'm almost out of time, so I want to stress again, if you have any questions, send me an email, acanastracy@vcs.net. Good luck with the rest of your sessions tonight, and have a good night.